Well, hello there. Welcome to Quantum MMA. Ian Buckley versus Kamaru Usman fight night card just got wrapped up. I thought I'll share my post-fight reaction video by the way. One of the main reasons for me to do this is also I've ordered food and it is going to take some time to arrive. So I thought, why to waste the time? So I thought I'll just do a fight prediction video. That's pretty much it. And yeah, let's go with the cards. Let's go with the fights that I predicted. But all in all, for the entire card, I really did well. Yeah, so Paul Craig versus Rodolfo was one of the ones that I predicted in the videos. Starting on that, I predicted all the way up for the main card. I picked Bellato to win. He was on his way winning, but unfortunately, as you guys know, it ended up in a no contest because of the upkick by Paul Craig. I don't know, mate. I just feel like those guys must have had a pact or something. They made a deal because Paul Craig was constantly saying if he lost the match, obviously he's going to, he would have been fired from UFC. There was no other chance, and he had to win. And he was trying to do a lot of gimmicks, weird stuff, but still he was losing, and he had nothing whatsoever. And out of nowhere, he just upkicked him, and Bellato was also acting up, or he was concussed for a second. Then he woke up, he stood, he was moving his ass. I don't know. It got ended in a no contest. Hopefully, Paul Craig doesn't get fired. Apart from that, I can't see anything. He's a Scottish lad. I think the UFC has one more Scottish fighter who's actually pretty good in the lower weight divisions, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I picked Bellato to win. He was on his way to, he was sort of winning, and then eventually he wasn't. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys know and understand what I mean. On to the next matchup, which happened, which is none other than Alonzo Menifield versus Oumar Shait. If I'm not wrong, Oumar Shait was one of the massive favorites in this card, and I don't know what these cunts were even on about. If you guys go through my previous videos, you guys would actually find the video where, how do I say, where he's the where I would have broken down the divisions based on their talents, by the way. And I ranked light heavyweight at the bottom of the pile. I didn't do it for women's, just for the men's MMA, men's part, by the way. And light heavyweight was at the bottom of the pile. And after looking at this matchup, I'm not shocked, guys. I'm not even fucking shocked. In fact, I think this is the shittiest matchup ever so far in this year. I must say, one of the top 10 shittiest matchups. And I don't know what else to say. It's just too shit, too boring. And I don't know which idiot even made Omar Sy as a massive favorite. He was he was an undefeated guy. And it was such a gaze matchup. I don't know, it was so gay that even Elton John is straight. You can consider Elton John straight. That's how gay this matchup was. I wish both these assholes get fired. Light heavyweight division is on the brink of collapsing. There's a big word to use because somehow there would always be a guy in light heavyweight. I think 4, 5, 6, 7 guys are more than enough to keep a division active and make it running and go forwards. Take it to the next levels, I must say. I don't know, mate. It was just too shitty, and he was one of the massive favorites, and the way he performed was unacceptable. I think Omar Shait must have been kicked out of UFC by now. I think please remove Omar Shait for fuck's sake. Someone, if possible, just ban that guy ever from fighting ever again. The amount of times he was flexing and what's wrong with that fucker, mate? Seriously, fuck him. I know in case if you met in person, he would beat my ass up, but still, that performance deserves a kick up his ass as well. I don't know how, as a man, he's going to every day look in the mirror and convince himself that he is a man after that fucking performance. Win or lose, he lost anyway. Thank God. He picked Omar Shait to win, but he just lost it. Fuck Omar Shait, by the way. Let's move on to the next matchup, which is none other than Mansur Abdul-Malik versus Cody Brundage. And again, to sort of reiterate my old video, which is I have ranked the UFC weight classes based on their divisions, like based on the talents. And light heavyweight was at the bottom of the pile, and right on top of it, if I'm not wrong, it was either heavyweight or middleweight. And this just proved, yeah, Cody Brundage versus Mansur Abdul-Malik was another stupid matchup, and I don't think so. They had anything for the 2 rounds per se. They were just, ooh, 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 let me go. I'm scared. Like, what the fuck, man? Seriously? Old grannies used to fight much more harder than them. Old grannies have got heat in their hands. This is, oh man, this is, I don't know. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the gayest of them all? Whether it's Mansur Abdul Malik and Cody Brundage or Alonzo Manfield versus Oumar. That's all I can say. It was that shitty, by the way. I really hope the UFC does something for these wankers, by the way. That's also there. And even there was a head clash. It was a head clash. It should have been ruled as a no contest, by the way. Unfortunately, they didn't, and it was one of those stupid and bizarre moments where they gave him a decision for the stoppage because he won the first 2 rounds. Some stupidity like that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the people, like, as in the judges' mindset and the people's mindset, were so much fucking raped by these guys. You guys know what I mean, right? Rather than watching them fight, they just gave them the decision because there is no chance in hell these guys are going to get a finish, get a KO or a submission. So it's obviously going to be a decision. And even the finish was because of a head clash, by the way. And as a result, why to give them the finish? It's better to give these assholes a fucking decision. That's how shitty these guys are. I hope like these guys get fired from UFC. There is PFL, there is Bellator. If not, go to some backyard fights. By the way, mate, Dan Hooker's backyard fights. These wankers could go and fight over there for all I could care. Yeah, I mean, like, sort of keeping myself awake and watching these matchups, and these guys are doing nothing but trying to put me to sleep. That's pretty much it. Let's move on to the next matchup, which is none other than Cody Garbrandt versus Raoni Barcelos. I picked Raoni Barcelos to win, and he won. And I saw a lot of other guys pick Cody to win. I don't know why. I thought he was coming in with there. He had a few pounds on him that would obviously affect the weight cuts. By the way, have you guys ever noticed why the Dagestanis they sort of used to shave their head? They used to have a small beard as well. It adds up, mate. Even 4, 5, 6, 100 pounds, 100 pounds. No, sorry, what was I? 4 pounds or 2 pounds, 1 point some pound. Even that helps out at times. Just saying. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And it was a good matchup. I don't know where Cody goes from here. A former champion who's been doing nothing but losing back to back. He's tried everything, tried to change his appearance, tried to change a lot of things, but still it didn't work out for him. And there we are, and here we are. That's pretty much it. And I think Cody Garbrandt should retire. Raoni Barcelos called out Rob Font, by the way. That's a good matchup. I feel Rob Font could mandatorily win. Bantamweight is the most talented division in the world, and I stand by it. That's pretty much it. And Raoni Barcelos won. Let's move on to the next matchup, which is none other than our guy Edmen the Golden Boy Shahbazyan versus Petroski. I picked Petroski to win. I thought Petroski could take someone down, but that unfortunate wanker knew nothing. He was standing in there. I don't know what's up with his coach. His coach actually said he was up one. It was 1-1 in the going in the third round, and I don't know. It just you should mention these fighters IQ and middleweight, a division where these fighters IQ are not that great, by the way. And I don't know, but Edmen Shahbazyan won, but I don't see Edmen Shahbazyan doing anything north from here. He loses to almost everyone, and still he won. I wouldn't say anything. I think he should try to fight maybe Mikel Pereira, Paulo Costa, a loser of Paulo Costa versus Roman Capello, something like that. Apart from that, I don't know where he goes from here. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna say it like how it is. Edmund Shahbazyan versus Andre Petroski. It's not that great, but still, it was a wrong pick of mine. That's pretty much it. Let's move on to the co-main event of the night, which is Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. I picked Rose Namajunas to win, and she won. It was not a great matchup, but she was actually looking good, especially during the second round when they both had some sort of submissions. A rear naked choke by Rose, which was sort of reversed, and Miranda went for arm choke, and that was really good to watch. It was some good, decent scrambles. I thought it was 2-1 in the favor of Rose Namajunas. She won it accordingly, and apart from that, I've got nothing for this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's move on to the main event of the night, which is what I really want to talk about, and it has been aching inside me for quite some time because I picked Buckley to finish Kamaru Usman on the fourth, but Buckley didn't do shit. Once a journeyman, always a journeyman. He was a journeyman in the middleweight division, and now he is going to be another journeyman in the welterweight division. I don't think so. Buckley is going to do anything. But one thing this matchup proves is that Colby Covington has completely lost it. I think Colby Covington is shit, guys. I think Colby Covington is shit to the core. I think Colby Covington should be removed. And yeah, it was nice to see Kamaru Usman in the first round when he took Ian Buckley and he held him. I think I still would say the first round was a 10-8 for Kamaru Usman, and it was a very dominant round for him. And in the second round, again, Buckley was getting some success on the feet, and Kamaru Usman takes him down again. And I thought Buckley would get up because his takedown defense I thought was good, because in the 185 division, even Nasaruddin Imava couldn't take him down cleanly, and Buckley was always standing up or trying to do something. I don't know what happened to that guy's IQ. He was just too stupid, and that's all I'm going to say. He's 31 and he's almost losing to a guy who's almost 40, and just it's very unacceptable. I thought, okay, second round was there. Third round again starts on the field. Buckley is again trying to is mostly winning on the stand-up battle, stand-up point of the stand-up part of the matchup. He's winning. Then again, Kamaru Usman takes his ass down, and I never knew that. Looking at the stats, I really thought a guy like Ian Buckley, who's never been taken twice in one fight. I thought there's no chance in hell Kamaru Usman would take his knees and all his other problems coming off from a long layoff, and he hasn't cut down to 170 in a really long time. That was obviously there. And apart from all these things, like taking all these things into fact and considering them, I thought Buckley would finish his ass off in the fourth. But in the third round, something hit me hard, which is Buckley is too stupid. He's too stupid to be even what he is, by the way. And he was, I don't know, mate. He was just accepting position in both the second and third round. He didn't want to get up. He was eating a lot of shots, ground and pound once, but still Buckley didn't want to move his black ass. I don't know what's wrong with that guy or his team, by the way. Just he knew he was losing and still he was doing, he was still doing nothing. And as a result, I would say, um, yeah, I don't know, mate. It just was not right. I just got a message. That's why I was looking down. And I still would say the third round is where I completely lost hope. But Buckley and the fourth round came, and Buckley started to do a bit well. Buckley was also looking gassed before the start of the third round. In case if you guys haven't noticed, I thought Buckley was sort of crying, if I'm not wrong, because Buckley knew he's not going to win this one and he needed a finish. He went in for it in the fifth round, but in the fourth round, he was swinging here and there, gets his ass taken down. And I think he sort of got up, but still, that had nothing to do with it. I thought you could give Buckley the fourth round, maybe 53% in favor of Buckley and 47% in favor of Usman, by the way. That's how it is. Once again, just got a message. Yes. Yeah, done. So in favor of Usman, you guys could I could see that fourth round, but still that's being very lenient, by the way. And then Buckley knows he's almost lost it and he needs a finish. His coaches, as usual, give him a how do I say, a massive speech, massive talk, thinking that Buckley is going to go in there and finish Usman. Buckley had heat in his hands. He was sort of swinging. For the first time ever, if I'm not wrong, I think I saw Kamaru Usman was a bit gassed. Almost five takedowns attempted by Usman, and he got nothing in the fifth round. I thought that's what he would be doing in the first, second, and third. On the fourth, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to that idiot Buckley, and he was doing this. He was just doing this, Nick, and he was hitting hard. He should have pushed further. Maybe we could have seen him finish, but Kamaru Usman hit a lot of shots. He has a strong chin, no doubt over there. Then the matchup was over. Buckley accepted it, and for fuck's sake, Kamaru Usman was crying. Like, I get it, he's lost almost three fights back to back, then almost a year of more than a year of layoffs, by the way, and other problems as well. This knee problem, this leg problem, a lot of things. And for fuck's sake, Buckley used the oblique kick in the fifth round. I don't know what happened to that idiot. He should have started the matchup with oblique kicks and leg kicks, by the way. That was not there. And Buckley was doing what he normally does, which is, I don't know, mate. It just Kamaru Usman was crying. His daughter was not there. A lot of shit has happened to him. That's what he said. And he had a great coach. And what else to say? What else to say? Eh? It's pretty much it. Yeah, I wonder. I know a lot of guys are going to say he's on some kind of steroids this, steroids that, nothing, I don't know. But I think it's high time someone does Kamaru Usman versus Belal. This is the right time to do it. I think they should do it soon, probably towards the end of the year. And yeah, tonight Trevor Whitman had two fighters from his camp, and I think uh, they both won, the main and the co-main, by the way. But it's hard to see Kamaru Usman being gassed this much. And yeah, that is there. It's obviously there. Where does Kamaru Usman go from here? Probably a Belal rematch. And after that, heck, hey, why not a title shot for him? Is what people might say. But I don't know, if he finishes Belal in a stunning way, I think they should give him a title shot. If it's a boring ass fight, I think they should do one more matchup, and then, you know what, give him a title shot. It would be really nice, because if JDM was in the same position, I don't think so JDM would be even eating these shots. I think JDM would have stood up and he would have done bad things to Kamaru Usman. That's how it is. And yeah, again, tonight is Kamaru Usman's time. He's been out for a long time, and he won. I don't want to shit on him right and straight away. He did what he did to win, and it was a great matchup to see. Yeah, it was a good, nice, clean main card. Yeah, and the pure physicality. Kamaru Usman is not a muscle or a chiseled guy. Like, to a certain extent he is, but the strength of him, the pure physicality that he has, is something, that should be taken into note, because he was really, really showing off. And I don't know what Buckley has in his body. Those are just look like. I mean, those are just what, steroidical muscles or something. I wonder what Buckley injects himself with. That's pretty much it. But apart from that, it was nice. It was great. It was wonderful. And I really wish, like, fights like this happen most of the times. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see you guys later, eh? Later, yeah. Thanks for watching the video so far. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a lot. Helps me to a great deal, to a great extent. So yeah, please guys, subscribe. Yeah. Thank you so much.